Hello Facebook, today's video is a little bit different. It is 5 steps to stop being a gym snowflake. Now, snowflake might not be the right word, there's probably other ways of saying it, but I quite like the word snowflake. It's trending right now, mainly linked to people, into like politics and sensitive about certain subjects and stuff. But I have brought it to the fitness world, and a gym snowflake is somebody who I've invented this before people correct me. Is somebody who is, shall we say, scared or intimidated by the gym or by using certain bits of equipment in the gym. And this video is 5 steps to stop being intimidated and, shall we say, a gym snowflake. Now, first one is, I've got a list here, so I'm just going to stop avoiding difficult or painful exercising. Now, this is a good one. Now, people will avoid things like, I'm not sure which side it is, so I'm just going to double arm it, the squat rack behind me. People will avoid things like squats, basically because it's very painful, it's quite advanced, and there's no escape. Once you are squatting, you are squatting. Once the blood starts pumping to your legs, there's no escape. That bar is on your back. You'll either stay there and still be in pain because everything's braced, or you'll squat and be in pain. You know that it's painful. We'll just stop it at painful. And people avoid those exercises. They'll do things like stick with the leg press, leg extensions, seated leg curls and stuff like that, when the squat is one of the best exercises you can do. And the buzz you'll get off doing a squat and finishing it and going, that was probably the most beautiful biomechanical move ever invented, and it just is. So don't avoid the squat because it's a little bit painful or scary. Embrace the pain. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And in case people are counting these steps, get comfortable with being uncomfortable is step number 2. And what I mean by this is there's that, but also when you go to the gym, you might feel just, shall we say, uncomfortable. You might be thinking that people are going to judge you. And to be honest, a lot of people are just too busy kind of looking at themselves to look at you. But on the other hand, like, to be fair, people will judge people. People, you see all these videos on social media and stuff of people recording people in the gym, doing gym fails and stuff like that. And it's not cool. But you see it all the time. So people obviously are judging people in the gym. And the big thing is, like, who gives a shit? You're there to do what you've got to do. You're there to go there, do your business, pump some iron, embrace the burn some calories, enjoy it and embrace it, and then kind of move on. You're there to do what you've got to do. You shouldn't give a shit what other people think or what other people are doing. And the more kind of experienced people in the gym know this and have this mentality, and they don't necessarily judge people. If anything, they'll go out and actually help people. And in my opinion, there should be more of that in, especially like your commercial gyms. Next one is, don't listen to people who say you can't or shouldn't. Now, I'm not like a motivational speaker or a life coach or anything like that. So I'm kind of like reluctant to say, don't listen to people who say you can't, because most people don't say you can't. People say, oh, yeah, I tried this business thing and everyone said it wouldn't work and stuff. Like, who says that? Who's that brutal to their mate and says, oh, yeah, that's not going to work, Jimmy, you're full of shit. People don't say that, but what people do say is you shouldn't. And what people will be, they'll have their friends who, they go for drinks with, they have a coffee with, they eat paninis with, and they essentially get fat with. And when one of those friends tries to kind of leave that kind of, shall we say, community and goes to the gym, other friends are kind of afraid they're going to lose that friend, and they'll say things like, "Oh no, that's a bad idea," all this kind of stuff, and they'll try and convince them to stay, in their kind of comfort zone, which is eating coffee, drinking coffee, eating brownies and paninis, and kind of slowly getting fat. So don't listen to people who say you shouldn't. Just do what you know or you feel you should do. Get to the gym, jump on the squat rack. Moving on. No hip thrust pad. I was meant to have this in my hand. I was doing this. See, that would have been so cool if I didn't get caught then by the bench. The hip thrust pad. Now, people actually do call these squat pad, squat pads. But this is for hip thrusting. So essentially, it's going to be on your hips when you thrust your hips with a barbell on your hips. Do not use this for squats. Even if you say to me, "Oh well, Andy, just want to do squats and I'm working really hard to do squats, but I'm going to use my pad." No, bullshit. If the pad is on your back, then you've got the bar in the wrong fucking position. It's as simple as that. There's no like, "Oh well, my PT said this and this." Like I have worked with, God, I should probably have a number in my head, hundreds of people. It won't be thousands, but hundreds of people, and of all different ages, body types, anatomy, biomechanics, and I've not once needed to use this for squats. The only reason we do have that is because we do hip thrusts with a lot of weight as well. Overload, track, and push the limit. Cool, yeah. So people go to the gym, they get in their comfort zones, and they'll might stay in one side of the gym and just go through the motions of exercising. Doctor said I should go to the gym for an hour and exercise. Like, it's bullshit. You go to the gym to train. You have a goal. You want to achieve that goal. Put things in place in order to get to that goal, and the things in place should be, I'm going to do this exercise followed by this, and this. Okay, I use this weight. Next time I do it, I'm going to use this weight. I'm going to push to this, and this. Push yourself to the limit. Track this, and constantly compete with yourself. You shouldn't compete with other. You shouldn't really compete against like other people. Oh, this person can run that far. Or this person can run that far. Unless you're in the Olympics or something, then fair game. But what you should definitely do, 100%, is compete with yourself. Always try and improve from where you were to where you are now. Constantly try and push forward. So that's it. 5 steps to stop being a gym snowflake. I hope that helps. If anyone's got any questions, please throw them my way. And like I said, stop using the hip thrust pad to do your squats. It's not for squats, it's for hip thrusts.